What's up travelers, MGR here once again, back again, and today we're doing another 4-star character showcase. Today's showcase is on arguably the most underrated and underrepresented character in the entire Genshin game. I'm not even joking.
There's fire
Xinyan
in you, so you gotta rock and roll.
hasn't
So come on, let's get moving.
had a character story mission in the game, and she hasn't even had a hangout event. Which is really sad because she is a great character, but unfortunately her kit doesn't work very well overall, and that's why you don't see her on a lot of team comps either. But hopefully today's showcase will show you that she has a lot of potential, and definitely I recommend trying her out at least once or twice. Without further ado, let's get into it. Xinyan's ascension stat is attack, which normally I would say is a great thing, but she doesn't have a lot of roles to fulfill, so if the attack stat was something like physical damage bonus, that would help her out immensely. But you'll see that in the gameplay and as we get into it. I am using my trusty Serpent Spine for the crit rate, and if you don't have Serpent Spine, of course any other 5-star weapon, specifically the Song of Broken Pines, which has a physical damage stat, will help her immensely. Of course a 5-star weapon with the high base attack. Other 5-star weapons that could work really well is the Wolf's Gravestone, and I think the Skyward Pride is okay on her, but with energy recharge it's not so great. For free-to-play options, you could also use the prototype Archaic or Snow Tomb Star Silver, which has a great physical damage bonus. I would be using this on her, however I need the additional crit rate. You could also use the Blackcliff Claymore on the Primovishap if you do not have access to the Battle Pass. For artifact sets, sorry about that, I was messing around with some of my artifacts earlier. For her artifacts, as always, my disclaimer, just because these are the artifacts I recommend does not mean they are the be-all and end-all of your build. Always give your characters the best artifacts with the best substats that you have, so that your builds can be optimized, because these artifact sets only complement your build overall. For Xinyan, she unfortunately doesn't have a lot of roles she can fulfill. She is a physical DPS and only a physical DPS. Usually I would recommend maybe running a 4-piece Pale Flame. However, Xinyan has a very long cooldown on her E, and you'll basically never be able to proc the 2 stacks on a 4-piece set. Therefore, Xinyan's best in slot option is a 2-piece Bloodstained with 2-piece Pale Flame, both increasing her physical attack by 25% each, and that's about it. She can't fulfill any type of Vaporize role or Melt comp, mainly again because she doesn't have a lot of pyro application on any of her attacks. For stats, you should prioritize crit rate and crit damage as always, and also attack percentage and flat attack. She is one of the few characters where you can actually give her some extra defense, since that will help with her shield, which you can see here. It scales off of her defense, so a stronger shield, and once you have Constellation 6, you get bonus attack equal to 50% of her defense. So as a 3rd stat priority, you can go with defense. For main stats, I run attack percent, physical damage bonus, and crit damage. This of course depends always on your current crit ratio. If you need crit rate, then you should run a crit rate circlet. Hence why I am also using the Serpent Spine for the extra crit rate. Overall, these are my Xinyan stats: 68, 141, almost a perfect 1-to-2 ratio, and 1906 attack. My Xinyan is Constellation 6. The first C1 gives her crit rate. When she hits a crit shot, she gains attack speed and normal and charge attack bonus damage of 12%. C2 gives her ult a 100% crit rate, which we'll get into a bit later, and it forms her E shield at level 3. C3 and 5 gives bonus damage to her E and her ult. C4 is actually a debuff which comes in really handy for Xinyan. A 15% physical damage debuff, which is great. And C6, as mentioned earlier, gives her a bonus of 50% of her defense to her normal and charge attacks, and also decreases her stamina consumption by 30%. Her talents could definitely use a lot of work, especially her normal and her E, which I do use often. Her one passive talent lowers her shield need, so that you only need to hit 2 targets for a level 3 shield and 1 target for a level 2 shield, which comes in really handy. Her last talent unlocked gives her a 15% physical damage increase when she is shielded, or any other characters in your party is shielded by sweeping fervor shield.
I just
That
came
is
up with
the
an
build.
awesome new riff. Wanna hear it?
I can't wait to hear it. That is the build we'll be using, and now let's get into it. The team comp we will be using for Xinyan is of course Zhongli. We will be using our Electro Traveler as a battery for Xinyan, because she does struggle to generate energy for her ult. Her burst cost is also very high, sitting at 860, which she does struggle to make, which you'll see in the video. And we are using Bennett for Pyro Resonance, giving her a 25% buff in attack as well. On to the showcase.
Gather!
Feel the beat! Time to rock! Yeah!
This isn't over! Gather!
As you can see, Xinyan does put in a lot of damage and work. However, if you saw at the bottom, she does suffer from a very long cooldown on her E, 18 seconds, which is crazy. And the main attack strat you will be using for her is of course the classic spin to win strat, since that gives her the fastest attack speed, as well as she gains a bonus equal to 50% of her defense to spin.
Stabilize!
Pyrotechnics! Yeah!
You also want to apply her E as often as possible, since that will also debuff your enemy.
Gather!
As you can see, her physical damage is really not bad, and she would have been a definite competitor for someone like Razor if she only had that physical damage buff. On to the next one. We will be going up against Cryo Regisvine today, mainly because Pyro vs Pyro isn't the smartest idea. We also have 2 Pyro characters here that can easily break the Cryo Regisvine right here.
Stabilize!
Amp it up! Feel the beat!
As you can see, even after the Cryo Regisvine got back up, Xinyan easily chopped them down again. The Primovishap is up next, and we will be using the full force of our team comp, Zhongli as our shield, our Traveler Electro Traveler as support and energy battery, Bennett for the attack buff, and of course the lady herself, Xinyan.
Gather!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Thunderclap! Amp it up! Power core!
Solidify!
Everybody stand back!
I'm just stalling for my E so that we can debuff.
Stabilize!
Take this!
Stabilize!
And there you have it. That was my Xinyan showcase for the stats on my other characters. We have Bennett, Favonius, Noblesse, Traveler, 53, 102, Sword of Ascension, as well as 4-piece emblem set, Xinyan herself, Serpent Spine, 2-piece Bloodstained, 2-piece Spellflame, Zhongli, 4-piece Tenacity, Prototype Star Glitter, and his stats.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
It's not even your turn, Zhongli. Anyway, I hope the showcase showed you that Xinyan has a lot of potential as a character in the game. It's just a real shame that her stats are split so down the middle. And the other thing is, usually the bigger, more popular physical damage characters, such as Eula, Rosaria, Razor, and even physical catching, all these characters are either Cryo or Electro, so they can proc Superconduct a lot easier. With Xinyan's case though, you have to run an extra additional Cryo unit. For instance, I have to take out my Zhongli to proc Superconduct, and personally I'm just a Zhongli crutch, so many other players will prefer putting Zhongli in the team rather than other Cryo characters. And if you're going to do that, you might as well get someone like Razor or Physical Catching to do Xinyan's job. It really is a shame that this character doesn't have a kit to support her, because even in the damage showcase you saw, she can hit some big numbers.
Wanna hear it?
I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking, and if you want to see some future content, please feel free to subscribe. MGR out.